Hey everyone. Let's see. Let's get Stan off mute. There you are, Stan. I can hear. Talk now. Are you there? Are you there?
Hey everybody, how are
Hey.
you?
Hey. So we got a special show for us tonight. I'm so excited. Are you not excited?
Absolutely.
And hopefully we'll get some.
Can you hear me fine?
I can hear you great. Yeah. Uh huh.
Awesome.
I'm just adjusting my camera around. You know how I am. I took a week's vacation. I'm a little out of practice. Vacation, that kind of thing.
She had me out until 2:30 in the morning.
That was not my fault. You promised to show me New York, and what happened? What
I
happened,
showed you New
Stan?
York. I showed you.
Stan,
Hey Lee, hey Valerie. And Dana.
I got you cut off, Stan. I gotta fix you here. There we
Okay.
go. There we go. All right. So let me adjust my camera. So,
And I can't see your screen.
oh, my bad. Well,
Okay.
that's going to change here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and tell everybody. I hope you guys are with us. I'm not keeping up with how many people we have. We're only airing in sublimation or more tonight because we have a special guest and we want to be able to keep up with questions there and YouTube. Our special guest is Kevin Lumberg with Johnson's Plastics Plus. He's going to be discussing pretty much large format printers, sublimation printers, and in conjunction with cut and sew. But you know what? He'll talk about whatever y'all want him to talk about. So if you have specific
Yes.
questions about sublimation, we're gonna try to get to your questions and answers. We don't want to bombard him, so we'll take it as it goes and kind of hope that it all works out smoothly. We got Jen moderating questions for us tonight. Everybody say hi to Jen.
Hey Jen.
All right,
Hello,
and who else do we got of our
D,
admins? We
D,
got
D,
welcome everybody. We got D Deets, one of our other admins, moderating questions for
and
us tonight.
Todd.
Ooh, and no, Todd was supposed to have dinner tonight with his family.
Oh, he's on. He's watching.
Okay, hi Todd. How are you? Does this look familiar, Beth? I know you're watching. Inside joke. Okay. So Stan, I told we're going to be right. We'll talk, and another thing we're going to talk about is the ISS show and everything we discovered and some of the goodies we got. I didn't get my vinyl in the mail today, Stan.
Why not?
I don't know. I guess I got to track it.
That would help.
All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can get Kevin Lumberg on the line. Get standby. All right, everybody, bear with us, and we're
That
gonna get.
call that call is still on hold, I think.
Is it? Let me see. No, we'll go ahead and get it on. And oh, tell Jen not to answer. Thank you. Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
Stan, you there?
How
Hang
are
up.
you?
Good. Stan, hang up with the other line. Stan, technical difficulties. All right, I have to hang up with him. Hold on. There we go. Come on, Stan, answer the phone.
Ah!
There you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the next screen where it makes everybody bigger. There we go. All right. So, everybody, welcome
Hey,
Kevin.
hey Kevin. Could you share the screen with me and Kevin so we can see what you see?
Yep. There we go.
Because this way we don't have to look at the Facebook group. We can just look
Yeah,
right here
that.
at Skype.
Even myself too. All right, there we go. And I'm covering your head, so I'm gonna make me a little smaller. There we go.
Uh,
All right, there we go. So everybody, welcome to this. Everybody, welcome Kevin to the show. He's with Johnson's Plastics Plus. If you guys aren't familiar with him, he answers a lot of questions in the group. How many warehouses and where are they located at?
gosh, we currently have, I think it's 9 now. I'm headquartered in our Minnesota warehouse. We have one in Chicago, or a suburb of Chicago, in Columbus, Ohio, and Albany, New York. We are in Atlanta, We are in Daytona, Florida,
Very
Dallas,
placed.
Phoenix, and then Fresno, California.
So wow, that's a lot of warehouses spread out across the United States. So I mean, is every warehouse the same as Dallas? Because I know when I order, I can go pick up there locally.
Yeah, every branch has people there, so they are a full operating branch. So anybody can call in an order, and we'll call and pick it up. Generally, have it ready same day, and they'll should be able to let you know when it will be ready. Come in and pick up. And also, if you wanted to take a look at some of the other stuff, they'd be happy to share some of that too, and allow you to look at some of the other items too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so go ahead and talk to us a little bit about large format sublimation. What the heck is it? What do you need for it? I mean, what's all involved?
Large format sublimation is like anything with sublimation. You generally people will get started, and that's I got started in sublimation about 15 years ago, and with a desktop Epson 3000 printer. And you generally will start with what you can afford or what you need to do the products that you can do. But generally, the migration that people will do is you want to do bigger items, bigger products, and items that can possibly command more money. And a lot of the larger items can do that. The other thing is that because of the price of some of the larger equipment, not everybody can have that. Not everybody has the room for it. So you can set yourself apart a little bit from your other competitors and be able to offer products that not everybody can as well.
Right.
Awesome, awesome.
Now, does Johnson Plastics?
Hey, Kevin, you're all right. We got dogs here.
No,
too.
that's okay. We love the dog. We all have dogs.
Yeah,
It's
we
all
all
good.
have dogs. We all have kids. We all have families. I can't tell you how many times.
I was just trying to figure out if it was my dog or
Yeah,
not.
me too. It's okay.
The headphones,
Okay.
Does Johnson Plastics offer some large format printers?
I'm sorry.
Do you offer some large format printers?
Do you
Yes. All of hold on. What?
Don't let him distract. Yeah.
All of our branches have. Oh my goodness.
They're playing with each
Don't
other.
bite Daddy. No biting Daddy.
We need Daddy. We need Daddy on the show. Stop it.
I'm babysitting my daughter's dog. She has a.
Oh, it's Grandpa. It's Grandpa then.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so Stan was asking. Yeah.
All of our locations have equipment that they can demo and help people out and show people how the equipment works, how basic sublimation works. Hold on one.
Okay, go ahead.
Todd just said he's one of us. Did you hear Todd? Did you read Todd's comments? He said, "Oh, he's just like one of us."
Yeah. You fit in well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. You fit in well.
Your dog's probably mad because you didn't actually put him on the screen. That's what happens with mine. They usually get in my lap and get really mad. So I have mine baby gated on the other side over there. Okay, so go ahead.
So what it allows us to do is to show people the different the equipment, how it works. We can also then, if somebody's having problems with their printer, we're more than happy to print transfers for them. Say if we're working on trying to get their printer back up and running, it allows us to print transfers at the branch and get them out to people quickly, so they can at least get their jobs out that they need to that day or the next day and help them keep going. So.
Right.
So what's the average size press you would need for, say, a full sublimated shirt? If you wanted to do your own cut and sew, and do you guys sell those large presses like that?
We do. We work with Geonite, which is a very good brand of heat press, especially for the large format press. You got two choices that you can go when you're getting into the larger presses. On a flat press side is a 32 by 42, and then you can go either a manual or an air operated press on that size. And and then the one up from that is a 44/64. So a 32 by 42 will do just barely an extra large shirt across the sleeves and everything. If you go up one more size from there, then your sleeve, the edge of the sleeve will hang off. So if you really want to be able to do all of the size shirts that are out there, you'd want to go with the 44/64, and that will do everything 5X and up. So
Now, here's the big question. Here's the big question. The big boy, the 44 by 64. How much does something like that cost?
a 44/64 in the night and a manual is going to be in the area of about 13,000. If you want to go with an air operated, you're going to be up in the area of about 19,000. So
Wow, big difference.
Well,
and air operateds are nice. They're going to keep more even pressure, a little bit easier to use. The manuals aren't hard to use because they have such a long handle that you have that long.
Yeah,
exactly. You got a lot of area to press down, so it's not hard to do.
Good leverage. It has good leverage.
Yep. And if you want to do banners and stuff that's a little bit longer, flags and stuff like that, you can also go. They've got a lot of newer ones that a roll or calendar press, which is a press that has a heated drum, and it's got
Just going to ask you about that.
Yeah, and it's got a belt, a Nomex felt. You use Nomex felt when you're doing tiles. It's that heat resistant belt's about a half an inch thick. Well, the roll or calendar press has a belt made out of that Nomex, and the drums and you can get different styles. There's the oil drum, and it has pros and cons, and then you can also go with this just an electric heated drum, which has pros and cons. And the electric heat is probably going to be less money, but it heats up faster and cools down faster, but it doesn't keep as consistent heat as the oil drum one, because when you got a drum filled with oil, that's a lot of mass, so it takes a little bit longer to heat up and longer to cool down. But once it gets to temperature, it's going to hold its temperature more consistent.
So to help people understand a little bit in layman's terms, it's the difference between an aluminum frying pan and a cast iron frying pan. Cast iron is going to hold the heat for longer when you put a big steak in, but the aluminum, the second you drop that steak in, the temperature just plummets.
That's a perfect analogy. That's exactly perfect.
Cool. Because I know we have a lot of cooks out there.
Okay, so we have a couple questions. Hold on just a minute, Stan. So Barbara Leon is asking, are those large formats good for personalized gifts? I can think of blankets and throws, but what about other ideas?
Here's the one good idea. If you're doing ceramic tiles, for instance, or just smaller items, maybe koozies or the beverage coolers. If you have a 16 by 20 press and you can do maybe 4 or 5 at a time, with a 44 by 64 press, you might be able to do 40 or 50 at a time, and it really speeds up your production, which can make it nice.
Awesome. And then Todd asked, do you guys offer financing options?
There are financing available. We work with multiple leasing companies, for instance, and as well as another company, Beneficial, that it all depends on how long you've been in business. For instance, the Beneficial, we can get people financed generally on a one-page application if they have 2 years in business, and I think it's a 670 FICO score. They can, get approved very quickly. If you're a startup, then you generally have to go to more of a leasing company that you're going to pay a higher interest rate, and it's that give and take on that. It's just like any other financing.
And now, just to let everybody understand, the reason why it's a lease and not a straight out finance purchase is I assume that it's a lease to $1. Once the lease is over, you could buy the machine out for $1 or some set fee.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a different way to call a loan, but they use the equipment as the collateral, that kind of stuff.
Yes, but also the other upside to the lease is, a lease is 100% tax deductible to a business, and the financing, you only get to write off a little bit of it and then depreciate the equipment over time. So at least if it's a lease, you get to write off the cash right off the bat, right from the beginning, as a complete write-off. So that's a great advantage.
And we have one more question from Dee. She said, "Can you confirm that that you guys do print on demand if your customers have large enough heat presses to print the designs, but not the large enough printers?"
Yes, we will. We will print transfers for somebody. We like to try to help people grow their business. We like to try to handshake people first if we know of customers that might be in the area that have the equipment or something, and we can handshake them together, and they can find somebody then closer that they can pair up with that can help them out.
That's awesome.
A lot of time, yeah, but sometimes depending on what the job is, it's hard to find the specific person that can do that specific item. And in that case, we can and will do it our work out something, hopefully to help them test the business to see if it's something that'll work for them, if they can build a customer base for it, and then hopefully help them grow into buying the equipment themselves and then being able to do it themselves.
Awesome. And then, okay, so let's talk about one of your most popular products, which is going to be the sublimatable letters and numbers you guys have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very cool product. It's a 1/4-inch matte finish hardboard letters in 2 different sizes, 8 inches, 12 inches, 2 different fonts. So they're a pretty beefy font. So you have a lot of room on the letter
nice
to
wide, right? Nice and wide.
And there's lots of shapes and characters that you can also use. There's arrows and badges and shields and different things that you can pair up items. And we have templates for all the different ones as well. It's for both CorelDRAW and Adobe.
Yeah. Now, I talked with you at the MBM show down in Dallas a couple weeks ago, and I discussed what are the options are. What if we want bigger than what you're making? Do you guys do that for us?
Yes, we have a very big fabrication area. They're located in Oklahoma City, and that was one of our other sister companies that is now, that's part of the Johnson Plastics Plus, that was Burlane, and they had a very good fabrication department. And they're taking all that and expanding to be able to do faster, bigger stuff, more on demand, so that somebody doesn't have the lasers or they don't have a router or want to come up with something that's unique to them, whether it be the love letters being bigger letters, or maybe they have other products that are unique that they'd like to put out for their customers. All we need is a vector outline, and we don't have large minimums for it. And we can quote somebody and tell them how much it would be to have their own custom products. So
that's awesome. So like if you guys had a if somebody had a big wedding event that they needed to do and they wanted a huge Mr. and Mrs. whatever, they could contract you guys to do that, to do something like that for you on the size. I mean, what if it's small like that, just one thing?
One thing we could, because it's going to be more money for it. Generally, we can do that very easily.
Okay, and then okay, and so we're going to get some of those to test those, Stan, and we'll do that. We'll do a follow up on those. I've already seen some people already pressing on the products. That's how I kind of knew that they were offering them and posting them in the group. So they look fantastic. I just haven't tried them myself. Let's talk about something further that kind of intrigued me, and it may intrigue Stan, because Stan and I are heavily looking into the interest of lasers. There's an event coming up in Dallas, right? That you told me about?
Yes. Yep. It's going to be, I think it's May 12th and 13th. It's on our website, Johnson Plastics Plus. And it's going to be, it's a Friday, Saturday. Both days will be the same.
Okay.
and we'll have classes. It's a technology showcase is what we call it. So we're going to have different technologies available to be seen there for demos, as well as then classes on them, whether it's heat transfer, UV LED, laser engraving, sublimation as well, to be able to really find out a lot of different technologies are available and how you can use the technologies together. It's the one thing that as business people in technology, you find out that, sublimation isn't perfect for everything. There is no technology that's perfect for everything. And you find yourself wanting to sometimes you hate to turn customers away, but you want to be able to find a way to solve that. So it might be adding a laser where you can do custom shape items and then sublimating them, maybe UV LED. It's like when I first started, I had a retail gift shop where I did sublimation, but I also did screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, but I didn't do any of it. I sublimated, but I had hooked up with other people, local business people that I could trust, that I could take the orders and have them fulfill it.
That's awesome.
I do have a question.
Okay, go ahead, Stan. No, you go first.
I just like to go back to your drum heat presses for a second.
Sure.
Is that also Geonite?
There's lots of different drum calendar heat presses available. There's lots of different qualities of them. Probably the top two as far as quality for a drum or roller calendar press would be Monte Antonio, which is out of Italy, and Kleebrick, which is out of, I think it's the Netherlands. From there you got lots of other ones. We are also working with a company. It is a piece of equipment brought in from China, an eSign. And we decided to start working with them as well because they offer the thing with the Chinese products sometimes is, can you get them serviced? Can you get them worked on when they need to be? And we had partnered up now with somebody who's got national U.S. coverage in service on them. And they've been a very, very good and reliable press that I've seen so far. So we're very happy with it.
That's awesome.
That type of press would be great for, let's say, lanyards, polyester webbing, leashes, belts, dog collars, items like that also. Yep,
flags. We also are working with a backlit soft signage where they're LED lit and they're backlit. You see a lot of it in POP in stores and trade shows and stuff like that, where you sublimate the fabric. It's mounted on a beaded silicone piece that slides into a frame that's LED backlit. Makes for a very high-end, very nice-looking sign.
Awesome.
And people are asking, Dee, thanks for posting up the link to their trade shows. Is there a cost to go to this trade show in Dallas? Do we have to sign up? Is there a cutoff date? For the what you guys call that? I can't remember the name you called it.
It's
Technology Showcase.
Technology Showcase Plus.
Okay.
Plus.
Okay.
Yep.
And
forget the plus. It's new.
And I think
and I'm not sure.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Is Universal going to be there? Because I'm almost positive they told me that when I was in Atlantic City.
Yes, the location that it's at, I think it's Engraving Concepts. They're in Arlington. They are a Universal dealer, so they're very good with lasers and they service them, train on them, and also UV LED. They're in the Dallas area, so they have a beautiful, beautiful facility, training facility with a big classroom that we're going to be doing everything there.
Awesome.
So,
go ahead.
I'd like to know if you can maybe shine a little insight into what do you have. I'm sure because you go to all the shows. At the show we got stopped by Oki, and we did a video with Oki, and they were showing off their new sublimation toner Oki printer. Doesn't do white, it's just regular sublimation. And they say the big thing was that you could put it in the closet for 2 years, take it down and plug it in and just start using it automatically, or switch the cartridge out from sublimation toner to regular toner and on the fly, no cleaning, no nothing, everything is fine. Is that really a new product, or is it just something that they're remarketing? Because I believe there already is some sublimation toners out there. I mean, what's the
Yeah.
411 on that?
There's been sublimation toner has been around for a lot longer than inkjet sublimation. It had come in the trophy market mainly, where they would have, and they only had black toner at the time, but people would do the trophy plates and award plates, the aluminum plates with the sublimation toner on those, and they would run them all day, every day. Or the nice thing about the lasers is you can leave it sitting there for a long time and fire it up, and it's going to work. It had, like everything, it has pros and cons. Inkjet printing generally has higher quality than laser has been capable of. I haven't seen samples of this new iteration, but I'm excited to see it and see what it can do, and put it through its paces.
Well, they didn't actually plug it in and run it for us.
Yeah, that's the one
but
thing.
They allowed us to video all the substrates they made with it, and they spoke about it. It's actually in our video section on the group if you want to take a peek.
Yeah, it seems pretty interesting. I think the biggest thing is Okies are known to be high in rage to begin with, especially the white toner ones. So I think everybody's concern is, I mean, I guess if it saves you money in the long run, the price could be possibly worth it, but we won't know until it actually comes out and people fully blown test it. They said they've been testing for 3 years, so hopefully we get to see a little more at the upcoming trade shows.
They might came out with a product already.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm assuming they said maybe this summer they would release, but we don't know.
Yep. Yeah, I'm interested to get my hands on sublimation toner and test it and see how it works.
Awesome. Now, do you guys sell the regular Okies now, or are you guys not a dealer?
We sell the eye color Uninet.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So it's a similar, only with the white toner on the other side for the transfers on that. It has the white toner under or over and different things that you can do with it.
Okay, and so why don't you tell us what your most popular product is for sublimation right now that you guys sell?
Well, the most popular product almost all the time is going to be mugs. I mean, they're a very consistent seller. Everybody, there you go. Everybody likes mugs. Everybody has a use for mugs.
Stan?
Please put that down. Look what she did. Always one up in me, huh? Always one up.
Yep. So are your mugs Orca coated though?
We have different ones. We have a Rhino coat, which is our premium mug. We also have another mug that's more of an economy one that we brought in as well. So be able to, we've got customers that have different price points that they have to hit, and with some and
Well, you keep talking. It's okay. We get used to her.
we do a discovery day at the MBM shows, and we talk a lot about it. And it's, again, talking about technology, but we talk about, you have to, as a business person or selling products, we call it a good, better, best program. And we talk about it in the realm of name badges a lot, where you have to be able to, if you're selling name badges, for instance, and a McDonald's or a business that has high turnover comes in, they don't want to buy a $20, $25 name badge. They want maybe that $10, $12 name badge. You have to have something that's a basic name badge that's going to be in that price point for that customer, versus somebody like a realtor, where you could have a house-shaped name badge that you have, custom cut out, and then sublimated or decorated in a much higher fashion with, like with the graphics that Amy puts out, the really good graphics that really gives it that high price point. But somebody's willing to pay, a realtor who's going to be there for a long time, they're willing to pay a higher price for that really, really well done badge, or that best badge. Because that's their logo, that's their brand. So mugs the same thing. You need to have some mugs that might be less expensive, that for the people who want just a whole bunch of a lower price mug. But then you also want to have those premium mugs for the people that are the high-end customers that are looking for something a little higher end.
And I just want to make a note. If you guys are having trouble with the frame buffering on Facebook, remember, switch over to YouTube. It doesn't seem to be doing as bad. I know for some it's bad, for others it isn't.
Just make sure.
One size.
Kevin, when you get a chance after the show, or whenever, could you just type a link to the event for the lasers and stuff? Or at least let them know they can find it.
The laser show.
Technology
event. Yeah, the technology. Dee says she thinks she might have found it. So if not, you can just follow up with me, Kevin, and we'll get that link out there. I'm sure a lot of people in Dallas are going to be interested. Barbara had a question. One size mugs sell better than others. Personally, for me, the 11 ounces, I don't sell the little bitty ones. I prefer the 11 ounces because I'm a coffee drinker. So the bigger the cup, the better it is.
That's 15 ounces, Amy. 15.
Oh, 15. I'm sorry, my bad. 15 ounces, my bad. So
I'm a 15 ouncer as well. But what's nice about the mug business, there's so many different newer mugs that have come in. The latte mugs of the different sizes. You've got the different color mugs, the fluorescent pink mugs, for instance. I mean, there's the glass frosted mugs.
I'm so glad you mentioned that.
What?
Would you mind telling us a little bit about the 24-inch Sawgrass printer that I assume you guys carry that?
The VJ 628.
That you were able to put in the fluorescent Sawgrass inks into?
Yes. Fluorescent inks are very, very hot. I mean, if you look at, the Nikes and the Under Armours and, just look at what people are wearing.
Sure. Stands out.
I did an article a few months ago about fluorescence and did some research. And I mean, if you're looking, your eyes are going to linger on a fluorescent color longer than a normal color. And if you offer colors, somebody will pick a fluorescent color generally 4 times more often than a regular color, just because of the look of it that it has. And with the 24-inch printer, you can't do fluorescence in a 4-color printer.
Yes.
Because you have to add.
This mug is big enough for everybody.
Yeah. So the VJ is an 8-color printer, which allows us to run the regular base colors: black, cyan, magenta, yellow. We also have a blue and an orange, but then we add the fluorescent yellow and the fluorescent pink colors to it as well, which allows you to spot color and hit all kinds of different fluorescent colors. We add a little cyan to your fluorescent yellow, and now you have a nice fluorescent pink. You mix your fluorescent yellow and your fluorescent pink, and you get a fluorescent orange. You can get fluorescent blues, reds, all kinds of different other colors then that you can hit with that printer that you can't do with any other printer unless you generally go up to a 54 or 64-inch printer.
Right, something really big, and out of a lot of smaller shops' price range.
Exactly. Yeah. A 64-inch printer, you're going to be up in the 17,000-ish range.
You just got to prioritize on what's most important, because some of those big lasers me and Stan are looking at are up in that price range. So it just, it depends on, some of the stuff they do with those lasers are amazing. Have you seen Universal where they actually put the vinyl on the and they're cutting the vinyl with it has to be PVC free, the vinyl does, but they're putting the vinyl in the laser, and it's completely weeding the design, so there's no weeding. Now granted, it's a slower process, but for a detailed design that you want in vinyl, it's amazing. So
we have a product, it's called Laser Flex. It's made for that, to put in the laser, and you laser off, like Amy says, you laser off all the stuff you don't want to have on there because the laser dissolves it, and that's why you don't have to weed it at all. Then you just use the heat press to apply it. It's, we have lots of different colors. It's a single color each one, but it's a really cool process.
And what size rolls do you guys sell those in? Like, is it the average regular vinyl rolls that you get from any of the vinyl places?
I think they're currently in sheets.
Oh, in
that we
sheets.
have.
Okay. That's awesome. All right,
Mhm.
so I'm just looking back at some questions. All right, Dee's posting links for us. They rock. Tried. Okay, so now you guys are, and you don't have to announce anything tonight, but you guys are working on some specials for the group, right?
Yep.
And maybe some discounts and stuff like that. Now, will your new website be able to handle all that this time around for us?
Yes, I'm happy to announce that we have the ability to work with
Oh,
promos, and
she's
I
so subtle.
apologize
You
for the
gotta you
last.
gotta hand it, but she's so subtle, Kevin.
That,
She's so subtle.
I'm cute when I
That was
get
it was well done, Amy. Well done.
well, every business, what people, especially ones that don't own a website, what they don't realize is when you go over a major overhaul of a website change, especially the back end of it, depending on what kind of engine you're using, and the coding that's all involved. I mean, it takes a while to work that stuff out. And Coastal's going through the same thing right now. They just completely revamped their whole entire thing, and a lot of stuff isn't working correctly, and it just takes time. I mean,
Terrible.
especially when you guys announce that you have a new website. So if anybody has issues, just call, pick up the phone, hello, dial, boom, boom, boom. That's still a technology.
Um,
So
the one thing I do want to tell you, we had gotten a lot of feedback that our freight was too high when we needed a good freight program, and we have put in place a new freight program. It's a flat rate freight program. You will know exactly what your freight will be. If we have to ship out of more than one warehouse, you only pay the single freight. I think
awesome.
the freight starts at $10. It's based on weight. So when you place your order, the customer service person can tell you how much weight you have in your order and what the next break would be if you wanted to add more items, and it wouldn't cost you any more in
Cost you
freight.
more.
That's awesome. You
So,
gave me
yep.
something on that. I was gonna go over for our show all of that stuff. I'll have to find it and I'll scan it and
Yeah,
put it in there.
we try to explain to the members about dimensional weight and
Yeah.
how sometimes you
Oh,
might have something like a wine box, which is quite hollow, and if you buy 6, 10, 12, 15 of them, there's a lot of empty space in the box, even though the box is full. The box might be very light, but let's say a box that's 16 by 20 has a dimensional weight of 30 pounds or 32 pounds, and it might be full and it's only 12 pounds, but you still get charged for the heavy weight, and it's out of the control of the shipper. The person who's shipping, rather than the shipping company, is all in control of that. And a
Yeah.
lot of times it's not actually the people putting it in the box; it's the people charging.
okay. So I don't know if people. These are the
I hope I got my point.
You did, and it's crazy. I haven't bought one of those box cutter things to cut my boxes down. Here's the literature I got. I don't know if y'all can see. So these are the letters that you can customize. Um, these are some great stuff. Is this something that somebody can request, and you guys can send them out this literature? There's more.
Yes, and I think we may have it electronic too, that I could even email it if somebody wants to just send me an email.
Oh, perfect. And then I was just looking. You had your shipping thing on here. I was going to look for it, but I guess I lost it. All right. So, oh, here we go. This is their flat rate right here. Don't know if y'all can see. Can y'all see? So it looks
No,
like, all right, it looks like from 0 to 1 pounds, it's $10 flat rate for commercial ground and 13 for residential. Now remember, everyone, residential is always higher. It sucks, but it's the truth. That's the
yeah,
benefit. That's the benefits we get from working out of our garage or out of our living room. So, 2 to 10 pounds, $13 flat rate, 16. So I mean,
no,
the prices are definitely
yep.
look like you guys are definitely restructuring in a great way. So that's awesome. Now, so when they order
Hmm.
on the website, does it charge their card immediately, or how does it work to know what the actual weight is? Do you charge it later, or what?
It should show. It should show right on the website how much weight it is, and then how much the freight's going to be.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Even better, because that's the kind of thing I like. I don't like no surprises on how much my shipping is going to be later. So I want to know right when I'm placing the order. I mean, and we're all frugal, especially those of us that are in that are smaller business. I tell people all the time, I still do what everybody else is doing. I sell on Etsy. I still make phone cases. I make slates. I make frames, and I sell it all in Etsy. So
Pillow covers.
pillow covers, yes. So I'm
That,
frugal, and I can't tell you that I'll go to a site and price something out, and if shipping's too high, I'll back out and go to another site and see what the price is there. Now, if it's a customized product that you can't get at another site, then you're kind of stuck like Chuck. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of us do that. So, anybody got any questions for Kevin? What's our call-in number?
Hey, Amy, you talked about what cut and sew, and some people might not understand what the concept of cut and sew is. So I've got an example. So this is kind of a shrunken down, and you can see when you do cut and sew, here's the entire pattern for a jersey. You've got your front panel, your back panel, your two sleeves up near the top, and your collar. So what you do is you'd print it out with a larger printer, generally a 44-inch printer, and then sublimate it onto the fabric. And the nice part about cut and sew is you only have to stock white fabric. You don't have to stock a bunch of sizes and a bunch of different color fabrics. And then all those little pieces are cut out, and then it's sewn into a completed jersey that's fully digital colored. Now, a lot of people will say, well, I can't do cut and sew because I don't sew.
That's me. I was thinking that right then and there. Yeah. I failed horribly at a little pillow. I'm just going to tell you, I sucked.
I was like, my luck, I put the needle on the sewing machine right across my thumb, and then...
Yeah. My luck, I'd actually sew my finger. I'd sew my finger on accident.
Sewing is turned into a cottage industry. There's lots of people doing sewing. A lot of, I think if you look on Craigslist, and generally most places that are doing cut and sew are sublimating the pieces and then having contract sewers sew that each of their garments for them. So you send them the pieces, they sew them and send you the finished garment back, and you sell it to your customer.
Awesome.
Gotcha. Very smart. Now, I saw in a YouTube video from China, a very huge cut and sew operation. I mean, 10 feet by God knows what wide. And I noticed that it was printed out on a drum machine, with the paper on drums, the material on drums. But the cutting part that surprised me was I was expecting to see a bunch of people at the tables with the old-fashioned, either the vibrating knife or, some sort of shears. But it was totally cut out by laser. And they actually cut the shapes out of the arms, the body, the everything with a laser. It was just amazing.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, I have a big customer here local that he was cutting them all by hand. Had a couple people so he would sublimate big rolls of the fabric after it go through the, you print it on the printer with a take-up reel, so it prints out in a continuous roll onto a take-up reel and holds it. Then you take and mount that onto the roll press and feed it in with the paper or with the fabric, and then he'd get these big rolls of the fabric, have them mounted next to a big table, pull it across the table, and he had two people that were just cutting each individual piece out by hand. And he just recently went to a Zund cutter, and everything's plotted out with registration marks, and the computer works with his RIP program and his print program, and then charts out its cut path the fastest way, and it just feeds out the fabric, cuts it all out the pieces, rolls off the pieces at the end, brings another piece, all automatic. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that really is. Love to see a video of that.
I'd never get to that. I'm never getting to that level. I'm just saying, I'm happy being small peas in my little farm, my little y'all Texas farm, They were making fun of me all week because I kept saying y'all and fixin'. That's just what we say here in Texas. Yeah. All right. So
we were in Chinatown, 1:00 in the morning, and she's like, "Y'all got some wonton soup?" I thought the guy was like, "What?"
It was my first experience.
Registered on your website.
Yeah, it was my first experience going underground for a restaurant. Pretty unique. Great food, by the way. Last one question. We're gonna.
Whoa hop, for all of you that know, whoa hop, 17 Mont.
Okay, to sum this up, why don't you discuss your points program, because that's something that you guys are introducing, part of the whole new Johnson's Plastics Plus thing, right?
Oh yes, yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. It's an honest to goodness points program, and if you have existing programs like I think United Airlines, American Airlines, and a few others. I know I think it's IHG. It's like the couple of the hotels. If you already have those existing points programs, you can link this one to it. So all the points that you accrue through buying any items will go towards that. If you don't have any of those existing, you can just have a regular points program here, and you can accrue it towards gift cards for, there's hundreds and hundreds of different restaurants like Applebee's, Starbucks, all kinds of others. But you can also get just a plain Visa or MasterCard gift card for the $25 or $50, depending on what you're getting. So it doesn't cost you anything to sign up. Everything that you buy from us, also Marco, and some other partners that we have, we're trying to get the more partners so that you can accrue more points from everything that you're doing in your normal businesses. If you buy on a credit card and get points, you can double dip, get your points on your credit card and get your points with this program as well, and be able to then accrue more points. If you sign up before the end of March right now, you get 500 bonus points just for signing up. Doesn't cost you anything. Again, it's free, and you get it.
I'm raising my hand. Did I get my bonus points when I signed up at the trade show?
Yeah, at the trade show, you got a bonus. You got 750 bonus points for signing up. At
Bonus on the bonus.
Woo-hoo!
Yes.
Okay, but okay, let me ask you a question about that. So I signed up and I didn't put that I had any other points program. Well, now I do. So what if I want to link them together after the fact?
That's a very good question. You will be getting an email with all your information, and you'll be able to sign on, go on and sign up, set up your own ID and password at that point. And you can also then change it at any time. You can change the points program and link to the other ones if you would rather have it that way. It's completely manageable on your own. It's your account.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. And then, so why don't you talk about, so with that being, that was a show special. Are you guys going to be offering that at any other upcoming trade shows you guys are going to be at?
As far as I know, going forward, we will be at trade shows if you sign up there. Okay. We're also looking to that to do other specials. Looking at times to maybe do double points for equipment here or there, and maybe that's something we also look at with your group, at trying to do something like that for your group. That might be a special that we can run with you guys as well.
And one last thing. So where can we expect to see you guys for the upcoming trade shows? Are you guys continuing to travel on?
Oh, I'm looking to seeing you in Secaucus, New Jersey, I hope.
I will be in Secaucus, yes.
Awesome.
So the Stamey show will be
the
Stamey show
to visit you.
Yeah, the Stamey show will be there, so it'll be the Jamie show, Jen and Amy. I mean, no wait. Oh shoot, it'll be the Jan show. Jen and Stan. So so hopefully you'll be able to video that show for us, because I'm done traveling for a little bit. That last one whooped me. So what if
there's any of the people, we are going to be in Red Wing, Minnesota, just about an hour south of the Twin Cities, for a Friday, Saturday DAC show, Decorated Apparel Expo show. It's at the Treasure Island Casino. DAC shows is a regional show, very, very good show to go to. It's a 2-day, so it's pretty busy, a lot of good classes as well at that one. We are going to be in Indy at the MBM show in June. We are going to be out at the ISA show in April in Las Vegas.
Ooh, that would be where I'd love to go to. Vegas, gambling.
Yeah.
No gambling. No. Saving up for laser machine.
The ISS and MBM shows, so we'll be out in Secaucus as well. We're doing that Discovery Day it's the day before the show starts at all the MBM shows, and that's an all-day class, and it's a discovery day where we talk about UV LED, sublimation, heat transfer, and laser machines. So
Awesome. Okay, and then somebody said, "Are you going to be in Boston?" I don't know if there's any shows in Boston.
I don't think the closest to there would be probably Secaucus would be the closest show up towards Boston.
Okay.
Yes, Secaucus is only 25 minutes from me.
Oh wow!
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, lots more samples for you to get.
Yes, so I don't. Yes, definitely. So I don't know if everybody knows or aware of the awards in engraving. That's the name, A&E, awards in engraving. Am I correct? And Kevin is a contributing author. And he writes articles, I believe, every month. Do you write for them?
Yep. Yeah. Me and TJ, one of my cohorts at Johnson Plastics Plus, we write monthly articles for for the A&E magazine.
Oh, awesome.
Right, we saw the sublimation. In the April. I don't know why I have such a brain fog like that. No, it's actually digital. It was posted in our group by Robin Kavanaugh. She's also a contributing author.
You know Robin with Unisub?
No, that's Robin with Sawgrass.
Oh, Robin with Sawgrass. I'm sorry. Okay, my bad. You know how I am.
You can go to the A&E website, and there's all the old articles are also archived there, the digital copies too. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
All right, so let's see. Does anybody have any questions for Kevin? Anything you want to know about sublimation? He's been how long have you been doing sublimation? How long have you been around doing it?
Little over 15 years now. Like I said, I started running a gift shop and where I did sublimation. Actually, my whole family worked in there and did the sublimating. So I've been in everybody's shoes. That's where I look at things. I always come at things from your point of view. So if you have questions about different products, I love to brainstorm. If you're trying to accomplish something for a customer, I've got enough experience that I can put different ideas together, or different products that might work. Because people always ask about a sublimatable product like acrylic or something that you can laser cut, and and I'd work with people to do just sheet acrylic and put subli-decal on it, sublimate the subli-decal, lay it on the acrylic, and then you can laser cut it out into nice different ornaments and different things like that. So there's lots of things you can come up with.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So with sublimation and more. So what else do you have that's more? What else does Johnson's Plastics offer that's not sublimation related? What else do you guys got?
We've got all the full line of engraving products, all the different engraving plastics and acrylics and metals and all the different items. We've got a new Lucent product for the engraving market, which is a very thin, translucent, different colors. If you've ever seen the stencils, the plastic stencils, that's what this material is like. That it's very
sure.
A very thin plastic that can be laser cut out and then made into stencils if people wanted to for teachers, or if you're painting things or using them for different things
or whatever.
Exactly. We've made rulers out of them, laser cut out rulers and stuff, and then UV LED printed as well to make rulers and stuff that are really neat.
Awesome. And you guys have that's always kind of caught my interest a little bit. That keychain, that keychain thing, punch thing. What is it?
Oh, the punch and press.
Yeah.
The punch and press. It's a really cool, just a little, very inexpensive to start up to add keychains to your business. They make a really nice hand feel keychain that feels significant, and it's super easy. You print them just with any inkjet printer on photo paper. It punches out the little piece of paper and you put it into the metal keychain, and the press portion of it pushes a plastic lens over that to make a finished keychain.
Stan, you got to go check that out. They'll have it set up at their display at that.
I will.
It's pretty. Bella.
One of our members, Oscar, you said?
Yeah.
He'd like to know, Kevin, if you have anything for like printing on pens and stuff, like a pad print or something.
On pens, we do have pens that can be laser engraved. And then also the jig system that you can set up pens on a jig to do a whole bunch at one time. That is the Rack Star is a jigging system to use for laser engravers. So you can do a whole bunch, or you can use them, for other things. But to hold up a whole bunch of pens or a whole bunch of glasses or different things that you might be engraving on.
Right. Awesome. Wait, I got another question. Jen, what was that other question? Speak up.
Suzanne Murphy, can you do any custom rubber stamp laser cut?
Can you do any custom rubber stamp laser cut?
Well, I know rubber stamps can be made with lasers. I don't have the experience on the laser side, but you know what? If somebody wants to send me an email at klumberg@jpplus.com, I will find one of our experts. The nice part about our JP Plus is that we're a company that has a lot of experts in a lot of different areas, like the UV LED or the engraving or the sublimation. So I will be able to find an expert that can answer the question of just about anybody. So if they send me an email, I'll make sure I'll take care of it and get their question.
And that reminds me, so we're going to sum this up because we've had him on the show quite a bit, and it's been great information, and we appreciate you having you definitely, because you've given us a lot of insight about what all your company has to offer. What about tech support on equipment that you guys sell? That seems to be a big, a lot of issues with some of the other companies.
Exactly. We do all the tech support for ourselves. I mean, we have 9 people in our company that do technical support for sublimation, and many that do technical support for the materials for engraving. So everything that we sell, all the different printers, we do the color profiling for. You'd asked about the VJ628. We do all the color profiling for that printer because we want to have the absolute best color output for our customers. So we'll take a base piece of equipment and look at how we can improve it. What is the best paper? There's lots of different papers out there. Some are better than others. We like to try to find the best papers, the best combination system to offer our customers. And we'll tech support all that. We have free unlimited technical support always. And again, I hand out my business cards at the trade shows, and my cell phone number's on there, because having been in your shoes, I know a lot of times on a Saturday afternoon, you're trying to get a job out for a customer and something goes wrong. I don't want you to lose that business. So I'm always happy to help people no matter what. Text me.
And he's also in the group, so I'm sure if you have a question, you can consider him the professional from Johnson's Plastics Plus. You can tag him in a message on Facebook in the group, and or you can PM him. It's no different than me and Stan. I mean, you guys can reach out to him at any time, and even if it's something out of the California warehouse, I mean, I'm sure he could put you in contact with the appropriate people on how to get an order moved along, or if you're having an issue with an order, or something like that. No matter what warehouse is being distributed, I'm sure he can get you to the appropriate place you need to be as far as getting you taken care of. So, all right, anybody?
I will make sure everybody gets taken care of.
Yeah, I have one last question. It's not really a question. Yeah, I guess maybe it is. So, what's you're here on the show, and you got to over the next few days you'll have quite a few people watching and viewing. We hope What's the one thing that you want to get across? I mean, is there one product that's new? Is there a product that you have too much of? Is there something you want to let us know that you have that we'd really enjoy making and, do well with? Or,
I'm always a big fan of, like the letters, but I'm a big fan of being able, that same material that we make the love letters out, we sell that in sheet stock for the people that might have a laser, and they can then cut that out themselves and then make their own, and then sublimate them, mixing the two mediums of lasers and sublimation. I love when you can mix multiple technologies to take something that's here from almost that good, better, best. You can take it, mix it, and do something, like with the UV LED, for instance, being able to add texture to a product where the texture actually rises off the substrate. We've printed, a baseball onto aluminum, and the threads of the baseball are actually raised, so you can feel the threads on it.
Oh, wow!
That is the wow thing that I
That's
love to help
badass.
people achieve. Yes.
Oh, Stan,
Yes.
you're eating pizza. How are you going to do that to all of
No,
us?
no, 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 no. Everybody else is eating
Oh,
pizza.
okay.
I'm here talking with you guys.
Okay.
Yep.
Question regarding the sheets. So, if I'm interested in getting a laser, which I am, and so is Stan, and I'm sure so are a lot of people, what laser would you recommend for us that would work with your sheets? Because
I would look at
lasers are very confusing on what we need to cut just that MDF sheets, and that's what I'm looking
Yep.
to do. And so, without breaking the budget, so I've considered the desktop from Universal because it's within my price range. But then I was kind of unsure if it's exactly what I need. So
the big thing. I mean, we've used all the different brands, at the company. They're all the universals. The epilogues are very, very good lasers. You look like, if I'm looking at any piece of equipment, I always look at what kind of support are you going to get and what kind of help. What is the person that's going to be there when you have a problem and you have to pick up the phone and call? Are they going to take my problem as serious as they would if it was their own problem? So any of those are going to be very good. That technology showcase that we have that we're going to have in May would be a great place for you to see on the lasers. And and if that's something that somebody wanted to have, we could certainly maybe try to arrange that somebody who could answer those kind of questions could be available as well.
Definitely for me, because and Universal's based out of Dallas, I believe. Well, they have their main corporate office is in Arizona, I think they said, but they do have an office out of Dallas, which is very
Yep.
convenient for me because with it being that local, they'll come and actually set up the laser on site for you and give you a full day of training, they said, on it. So to me, that's a big deal versus going with a company that's not local and I have to have it shipped here and figure out what the hell do I do with it once I get it out of the box, that kind of thing. So
I mean, after you go to the dock and pick it up.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll need a forwarder for that one, Stan.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, but also, Amy, when you do get the laser, we've got experts within the Romark and Johnson Plastics Plus family that have experience on all of the different lasers. We at Romark headquarters, we've got all the major brands of lasers there that we test all of our engraving materials on it. So they can duplicate and help you through and take that time to really help you get the best from all of our products that we have. That's our main goal, is to help you get the best results with your products.
That's great.
Awesome.
How many brands of lasers do you guys carry?
We don't sell any lasers.
Oh no,
we sell the
okay.
materials. We sell the materials to Laser Cut, so we can also then give you an honest assessment of the different lasers and really ask you, what are you trying to accomplish, and then point you in the right direction, give you the pros and cons of the different lasers. So we've got, like I said, we've got experts that can help you with those and give you some insight on it.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna be calling you once I get that 5, 6, 7, 8 grand saved. I'm not sure what. So missed the boat on that.
15, 18, 20,000. I mean, it depends on which laser, what you want to do with it. I mean, we saw lasers at the show that almost looked identical to each other, but one was 8,000 and one was 18,000, and looks at deceiving. I'm sure the one that was more expensive was possibly a little bit more finer cuts, or whatever, maybe better parts that it's made out of.
We have a great question from somebody, and this has been and maybe you know something or maybe you don't. What about the Glowforge? They made such a big deal out of that when it, and have people actually gotten their Glowforges that they invested in it years prior before it was even releasing? I mean, you've heard of the Glowforge, right? Have you, Kevin?
No, I don't. What is a Glowforge?
Well, the Glowforge it's a startup laser that's supposed to be more for the hobbyist. but also can do the advanced stuff. And they had a huge startup where, I mean, they must have collected on their startup page, one of those Kickstarter pages, a couple million. And I'm not even sure if people even actually got, you had to pay like $5,000 for a product you wouldn't receive till 2 years later. So I'm not even sure, that kind of went and haven't heard much from it since. So I'm not sure. Somebody brought that up. Don, thank you. That was a great question. So Kevin can't help us with that.
I know I probably could get you an answer. Send me an email. Mike Frusciano is with our company. He was the president of Laserbits, who is also part of the Johnson Plastic Plus family now, and he knows everything about lasers. He teaches it. I'm a co-presenter with him at some of the training, and he really knows what he's talking about, and he'd be able to answer any of those questions for you.
Well, and one of our expert laser guys in the group, Tony Liznak, and I'm sorry, Tony, we missed you at the trade
Tony,
show.
we're so sorry. Oh man, we saw you post on the.
I know we really want to see you, but he said that Glowforge is still not released. So that just goes to show you 2 years later that's still. I'd be pissed off. We want my money back. That's just me. Sorry, I'm a penny pincher. So. All right, everybody. So, thank you so much. This has been one of the most informational things I think we could have put out there. And the great thing is, we between YouTube and Facebook, we had, probably about 40, 50 viewers between the two. But we'll get tons more people because the information you're putting out there goes. It's not within just the United States. We have people from the UK and all over the world that will actually get information from this later. So, and they watch it at different times. Poor people try to keep up with us and they can't because we're in a completely different time zone than they are. So.
And we were on time tonight. They were expecting us to be 45 minutes late. Some people are just coming in and trying to match up with us. Had no idea we've been here.
I said in a post that when we have a guest that we will not be late. I will make every effort to not be late when we have a guest. So, and it's because it's your time we don't want to waste. So when it's our time, we don't mind wasting our time. So, all right, Kevin, we appreciate you. And if anybody has questions, don't forget to feel free to tag him. He's a contributor in the group and he can answer questions, whether it be problems, questions you have about inks expiring, printers, what's a good printer to go with, paper, mugs, whatever. Just feel free to ask him. And we appreciate having you on the show. You have anything else you want to add?
And Kevin has been around forever in the group. I mean, might have had a little space there for a while, but Kevin's been here since kind of the beginning and still around.
Yeah. Well, Johnson's
and I appreciate it.
Johnson's Plastic has been around for a long time. I bought. That was one of the reasons why I like buying from them is because it's awesome to have when you're in a pinch to get something done to be able to go right down to the warehouse and pick it up. So that's awesome. And you guys have a lot of warehouses. And I don't think a lot of our members realize how many warehouses you guys have that gives them more options to pick up from. So, all righty. Well, we thank you so much. We're going to let you go. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much, Kevin. Everybody clap.
Hey, I hope you're eating something good for dinner. I'm having
Thank you. Let me know anytime you'd like anything, any questions. I'm there to help. Whatever I can do.
Awesome. Boy, Stan, you just zoomed in. That scared the hell out of me. Don't do that.
All right, thanks, Kevin. I figured I'll try to get him out of the picture best I can.
We'll let you go. Thanks, Kevin. All right, everybody, don't hang up. Just don't disconnect just yet because we're going to go over the ISS show. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right, so let me get my you got my big Skype logo on. Let me give Stove an old call here. Let's go, Stove. Answer the phone, Stove. God, he takes so long to answer the phone. Oh, there you are. Sorry.
Talking with Kevin.
You're not supposed to. We have a show to do. Okay.
Okay. I'm like.
Okay, so we're gonna go over. That was great having Kevin on. That was some really. is this? Why is that there? I'm trying to. Oh, what are you doing, Stan?
I'm just staring at you. Well, actually, a picture. I want to take a picture of Jennifer's screen. It's kind of frozen.
Oh, is it? Oh no!
Yeah.
Please tell me I'm not looking stupid. I hate you. I better not be looking stupid, Stan.
No.
All right, hold on. Oh, there we go.
Crazy. My phone just tagged you.
Oh, hush. All right, so let me share my screen so you can see what's going on. All right, so that was awesome to have, and a lot of good stuff that he covered. Oh my gosh. There we go. So their company offers a points program which can benefit you guys in conjunction with any of your other rewards programs. I recommend though, if you're going to sign up for it, wait to do it if you're going to go to a trade show, because at the DAX or any of the ISS or MBM, because when I went there, I signed up on the spot and they gave me 750 points, I believe, for signing up on the spot. So if you can wait, just do that when you go right up to them and tell them the Stamy Show sent you. Let's go ahead and talk about our experience at the ISS.
I had a great time, to be honest. I mean, there was so much information. I bought my first rolls of HTV in my life at the show. God, the one thing that super impressed me was that Iconics sand carving system.
Yeah, I wish I had the little thing that I got. Okay, so one of the things that I loved about the show, see, I got all my goodies. He probably, I don't know where his is, are these little color things
Oh, yes.
from stalls that you get that show you. So if you're going to go to a trade show, get your butt over to the stall stand, because they put up all these little free color swatches that they put on key rings of everything of vinyl that they have, including, like the glitter and all that stuff. So get your butt over to stalls and get those. Let's see what else. uh you know when you buy the vinyl, I recommend you kind of walk around and shop around first, and then just make mental note of the booth number and what they're charging. Maybe keep a pad with you or screenshot it with your camera and what booth number, because there was a few times where Stan and I kind of got really, really, really excited. We were like, gotta buy vinyl, gotta buy vinyl. And then we found another booth much later where the rolls were thicker, you got more yardage for the same price, if not less. So just my advice is, when you're walking around the show, just kind of don't jump the fence too quickly. Just shop around, take a little note, write what booth and what company name it is, and then go back. Now, if you're a talker like Stan and it takes you 1 hour per aisle, they may not have anything left by the time you get back. Sorry, I had to put you out there, Stan. All right,
Oh, I had a blast, though. Come on, we spoke to so many nice people about so many different subjects. It's kind of hard to say, okay, stop, wait. I heard enough from you. I got to go to the next table. I just can't do it.
Okay, so another
But
thing.
Go ahead.
No, you first.
I was just going to say, the first thing that we saw as soon as we walked in was that Iconics sand carving setup that looked like a normal sandblasting cabinet, but it's completely contained. And the old-fashioned sandblasting was, like 25 psi to 35 psi. I believe the sand carving from Iconics was 90 psi, and it was 4 times faster than the regular normal siphon systems. This was a completely self-contained unit that was unbelievably gorgeous. You don't even, when you put your hands in, they don't even need to be in the rubber gloves, because it's so self-contained in the suction and the vacuum. As soon as it blasts whatever you're carving or marking, it just sucks away the extra residue, the sand. It's amazing, the abrasive.
Yep.
So
it was very awesome. It was very, and the price was very reasonable, I thought, too. Didn't you think so? What they say the cost was of that whole entire unit?
It was, I think, about $6,000, $6,100.
But
change.
considering
That's
how
fine.
contained it was, to me that seemed worth it. You know?
See, I really don't know too much about them, but I mean, just from looking at it, you could see it was much more high tech than, let's say, a sandblasting cabinet from Harbor Freight. You
Yeah.
know, this was gorgeous.
So we were talking also about Universal Laser Systems, and they were doing a just and they weren't doing this at the MBM show, but they were at the ISS. They were actually cutting little samples of vinyl. Now this is one of those little mini teddy bear T-shirts. Can you see the detail of this lion? This is vinyl. They pressed it right in front of us, and it literally, the detail is amazing. So, I mean, this to me is a game changer as far as lasers go. So that was fun. I enjoyed doing that.
That is the game changer as far as vinyl.
Yeah,
I mean,
because I would not weed this in my right mind. I would never weed this. I wouldn't even weed this on a 3X shirt. There'd be no way. It'd take me days to get all that detailed out. I mean, so this is vinyl and it's just unbelievable. Um, let's see.
very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, there's another mini T-shirt I
I have it
got.
up against the screen. I have
Um,
it-
oh, am I not sharing my screen with you?
No, you are. You are.
Oh,
We're just lagging a
okay.
little bit.
So I'm probably cheating by showing everybody this, but because I love you all so much, and this is the best Facebook group in the whole wide world. Just kidding. All right.
No, it is. What do you mean you're kidding?
Well, some may have
Don't make
different
me get on a
opinions.
plane.
No, wait until she goes back to New York.
Write this code down. It's Legend. LEGENDAC. You get 10% off from now until one. Is it? Come on. All right, I'll just tell you now from 3/26/17 to 4/15, you get 10% off your stalls order. So there you go. I earned that from buying something from them at the show. I'm sure this is I saw them give this card out to everybody. Did you get one, Stan? So I'm sure the code will work.
I bought like 4 or 5 rolls of HTV.
So I'm sure everybody can use this code. There you go. Go get 10%
I got
off.
some really nice colors, folks.
Um,
And foils.
You haven't even hooked up the laser yet.
So what? But I got the HTV.
Uh-huh. All right, Grandpa.
all right, and something else.
I'll earn it.
I'm a curvy woman. There is no denying that. So this company, LAT, has had a really nice booth where you could sign up for a free T-shirt and you got to choose the different size. And this is their new line of the curvy full figured. Basically, this is a cutoff. So I signed my name on it, gave them my sign, and they're going to send me a free T-shirt. So that was awesome. Here's another shirt done. This is foil. That was done. An ugly. These aren't stand quality, but oh well, it was free. I like my freebies.
Oh. That's the open. No, you're right. That's actually open cell foam. It's very thin.
And this is another blank T-shirt. Remember, we went to one booth and their heat press wasn't working, so we said, I wanted my sample T-shirt. I said, just give me the shirt and I'll press it in the design and I'll press it when I get home. So here was the shirt.
Very nice.
And here was the design I chose. So it looks like that. It's a glitter design. So I got to press it. All right. Actually, this was a glitter design they were giving at a different booth. This was the one they were giving to press on the shirt. So there you go. All right. Stan, are you going to talk about what goodies you got? I got some of these. These are vinyl cutters. You slide them right through and they.
Where'd you get that from?
Well, if you wouldn't talk so much and focus on getting goodies, you know.
You mean if you would have just waited for me?
Oh my God. Carrie, please explain to him how long we waited for him. Carrie, you're my witness.
He can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not going to go down there. All right.
You
So,
everybody how long I talk to everybody and how you
2
try to
hours,
wait
geez,
for me.
what the hell?
Oh my god.
No
We were
cursing.
there the entire
No,
time.
Beth, you didn't take it out of the box yet.
From the time they opened to the time they closed, and we got to every single person.
okay. So here's the technology showcase. I don't know if
Oh, look at that. There it is.
Yep, I found it. So it's a $25 registration fee, May 12th through 13th. I'm going to read to you what it says. I'll scan it and put it in the group. $25 registration fee includes Johnson's Plastics Plus product voucher, educational classes, live equipment demos, and chances to win door prizes and lunch. So for $25, you're getting a really good deal. I'm going to sign up for that. Plus, as a
Going
point,
for the lunch.
yeah, I'm going for the lunch. Eat 9 pieces of chicken. Okay. So Points Plus members receive 250 bonus points just for attending. So, and then here's their agenda. I don't know if y'all can see. So from 9 to 10, it's registration, donuts, and coffee. I'm going for the donuts. Bam!
Don't need no donuts.
From 10 to 4. Yeah. Hi, honey. Where are you watching at? In the other room? All right. Direct to substrate. So that gives you everything. I'll take a picture and put it on. If for anybody locals interested in doing this, I'm going to do it. So there we go. I want to leave that out so I don't lose it. What else, Stan? You don't got no goodies? Am I the only one that came prepared to the show?
I want to. Okay, wait. Yes, that's true. But wait, hold on 1 second. I want to get my vinyl. I want to show off my colors.
Okay. And anybody notice I'm wearing a Stamy shirt tonight? Yeah. Okay. Does anybody remember who I got to meet and saw all the pictures? I lost my Stamy hoodie. I'm so upset about that. All right. Okay, so the best thing I love about the shows is I do a lot of Fruit of the Loom and Jersey shirts. So when you're at the shows, don't forget to try to get these color charts. These things are awesome. I made sure this fit my luggage. This is one of the things I had to have to bring home with me.
I know it's
And it
very
gives
boring without me, folks, but
and it gives you a display of and the texture and the feel of all the colors. So these are awesome. Make sure you grab these when you're at the show.
look
Okay.
at that color.
Woo!
That's glitter.
Yeah.
And I got some copper foil.
Yay.
And I got this prism one.
Yay.
I got some gold foil. I got, this is what I really wanted, was the white glitter so I could sublimate onto it. Cut and print. Or no. Cut it, sublimate it. I also have this teal color and sparkle glitter. I know it's very hard, folks, to tell. I'm sorry. I'll try to get some better shots, some stills and stuff.
Well, you're going to have to actually make something.
What?
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Who?
You gotta teach me. Hale.
No. You bought a creek cut. I have an industrial cutter. I cannot help you. You got to go with you went with the small potatoes. No offense, anyone. But in your defense, you had to start off small because you're a very small man.
Yeah.
So don't think I wasn't giddy. I walked standing around and I was like, oh, you got to get this color. You got to get this color. Look at this. Check this out. I was making him spend his money just for the hell of it. It was hell trying to sort out who had what.
I just got the cricket.
Oh, D got the cricket today. So D, are you a cricket user?
Yay, cricket buddies.
Or I thought she was silhouette. What the heck? Are you both? Ooh, you two timing. Yeah, you guys need to figure out. Y'all need to do a 3-way with Beth. She's a cricket queen. All right. Are you talking to yourself, Stan? What are you doing?
I was talking to my wife.
Oh, okay. Okay, so D says she's 3 timing. Woo, D! You little lady, you.
What do you mean 3 timing?
Okay, so Pat asked me what cutter I have. I have a huge 24-inch cheap China cutter. I've had it for 3 years and it still works flawless. I love it. And I only paid $400 for it, I think, off of eBay. Yeah, I did one of those. I chanced it and it's worked for me. I gambled and I didn't crap out. So there you go.
Thank God.
All right. Okay, so Dana
We saw a
Borges.
lot of different brand shirts. We saw a
Mhm.
lot of different brand shirts and apparel. And we saw a lot of rhinestone people and transfer people. And all during this week, we'll try to put up all the literature that we found and saw so you guys could kind of experience it as well.
Going downstairs to put more orders together.
And honestly, Stan's talking was to benefit the group. He what he did was try to go around. There was a lot of manufacturers there, and what he tried to do is go around and see what we could get, you know, as far as deals on upcoming things. One of the things we did, and I don't know if I got a damn book from them, Stan. Who did we get the lighted hoodies from?
Oh, no, we have literature from him.
Do we? Was
Yep.
it okay? Was it the Flex Fit hats?
No.
It wasn't him. Okay.
So they had these hats,
Eldon, can I see your hat?
stocking caps,
Your beanie?
also, you know, bill hats like baseball hats and stuff. And underneath or in
What?
front had
Just
two
me and
LED
my
lights
beanie,
built
that's it,
in.
nothing else?
What an
No, bring your
ingenious
beanie
idea.
and clothes on.
Which
Great.
beanie? The one that you just got?
Joey,
Yeah.
what's the hat?
Oh.
I'll have to find, I don't remember, but this was one of the coolest things I had to have. It's not
They were
sublimated.
nice enough to give us samples.
Yeah, it was. It's not sublimated related, but they said with enough interest, they might consider getting a solid weight for sublimation.
But hey, check this out. I seen a guy on a hunting forum wearing this exact same hat yesterday.
Really?
Yep.
Show them. You got to show them.
Oh my God.
Here's my model. There we go. Show them the hat. Show them how it works. Okay.
Oh my God.
You want me to
Hi,
run with-
Mildred. Put on the hat and show them how it
Oh, put the
works.
hat on.
Welcome
My
to
bad, my
Photoshop
bad.
world.
The beanie cap, boy. With
Come
the,
up.
hey, and the light switch right here. Boom! Boy, what's up?
Look at that thing. That has got to be the coolest beanie cap I've ever seen. I mean, they were marketing construction workers with these things, and they came in all different colors and everything. But honestly, these would be with some vinyl. These would be big hits for the hunting and fishing industry. And that's exactly what I thought of is him and fishing. You know how many times it's a little cool in the evenings, and he's doing something with hooks and all that because we like to night fish. So instead of one of those things you rub around your head, he could just put this on and see. All right, thank you, honey.
She knows what she's talking about. Booyah!
All right, so so those things were cool.
Bedroom.
Those things are awesome. I had to have one of those for him. So I even offered to pay them. When I walk up to one of these places, I'm like, will you sell that to me? I don't care what the retail cost. If it's something I really want, I offer to pay it. Unfortunately, I don't understand why most of these places aren't willing to bring enough of their stock to sell on site, because I can't tell you how many times they said, oh, sorry, I can't sell this to you.
No, but they all were taking orders to be delivered.
Yeah. I didn't want to
They
wait.
were-
Oh, that probably would have benefited me actually, because I was really struggling trying to get everything in my suitcase on the way home. So yeah. All right. So
what else did we see?
okay. So CS Town, which they're known for their rhinestone designs, they had a pretty unbelievable display of all their rhinestones, and they actually gave out free packets of stuff to press at home yourself, transfers. So that was, you remember that guy? Do you remember him? The large,
Which one is that?
he was the large one. You've talked to him forever, the Asian guy.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So they had a really good display.
We bought a couple of rolls of vinyl from him, didn't we?
Yeah. So I know y'all have tried this, but when I was at the MBM show, David gave me some reveal to try out. I have not had a chance to do that yet, but I will plan on doing it soon. So
What does feel actually do? What is it?
it's the
And I
stuff.
know, but maybe somebody doesn't.
It's the stuff that goes on cotton. So you print on this and you can press on cotton. So it's basically a transfer, I think. I don't know if this is something I'm really interested in, but you know, I'll
Maybe
give it a
worth
shot. I'll give it a shot because you never know. Without trying, I may try it and go, oh wow, how come I didn't get
That's not that
involved with this
terrible stuff
sooner?
with the powder, right?
He said there were instructions in here, so let me see. So again, this is with Coney that gave me the sample.
Because I wouldn't want to use that one with the powder. You breathe in all that powder. It's got to be bad for you.
Yeah, no, this is a one-step film. Because no, there's just one step. There's no powder.
Awesome.
No, it doesn't feel powdery at all. So it's more like a transfer. Yeah.
Very good.
So what other freebies do we get? Lots of shirts. Bella Canvas was giving away some free shirts. I mean,
Yes, we have a couple of those.
you know, the trade shows are very informational, but let's face it, we all like freebies. So yeah, so it's cool to go there. And we went on the very first day of the ISS trade show that they opened the floor up. So I thought that was awesome. Don't forget that ISS, you pay for your classes. And I hear the classes are pretty remarkable. You basically get what you pay for. So if that's your thing to do, MBM show you don't pay for your classes, but I have a feeling that they're a little like the laser class I did was informational. It was good, but it wasn't hands-on or anything. It was more of a big projector with slideshows. And I'm more of a hands-on type person when I want to jump right in and get into something new. So, you know, something to think about. I think the ISS, when you pay for those classes, they're more hands-on, instructional, and you get to feel and touch type thing versus at the MBM show. Now, I did only do the one laser class at MBM, so I could be wrong as far as the other vendors, so don't hold me to that. Amy said she wore her Anajet shirt today. Awesome. Amanda said she tried it and was bummed. Sharon says it's expensive. Hi, Dee.
Scenes.
Oh, Dee saying hi to Amy. The other Amy. Hi, Jody. All right.
Amy color.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Amy with trace of color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about. We went to dinner.
Oh yeah.
Did you have
So
pictures to post?
I do. Let's see. Give me a minute. So go ahead and talk about it, and I'll go to another screen and edit.
We met Tammy Bills. We met Amy Tracer Color. We met Lisa. We met Lisa Volek. We met Kimberly Pinkowitz and Mike. Oh, and John Volek. Sorry, John. And Amy's husband, Andrew, right?
Uh-huh.
I hope I got that right. I'm sorry. And we had a really great time. We went to Angelo's restaurant, and we all chatted and talked, and we had some really good food and good company.
It was very good food.
And it was only 2 blocks away from the convention center, which made it even better.
All right, so let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find picture. Oh, there we go. So
Oh, there was one. There's another.
okay, I'm looking. Hold on.
Oh, great shot. Oh, my sister. How can I think of my sister and Suzanne Murphy and Beth?
Your kids?
And my children.
Yeah.
And my new Amy shirt. Yes, beautiful.
Yeah, your shirt was phenomenal. So here's the screenshot of everybody that came out and had dinner with us again. Thank you, everybody. We really, we really enjoyed it. And the food was great. So overall, my experience, I got to stay in Atlantic City with Beth and Suzanne. I had a blast with those two. Thank you, Mo. I know she probably is not part of the group, but Mo actually was a very phenomenal host by you know, hooking us up with the room and all kinds of good stuff. So I had a good time. I really, really had a good time. I think for the 2 days of gambling, I pulled out $300. That was my limit, and I only walked away losing 60 total. So I really made that last.
That is
So
excellent.
then then we went to New York, and 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 I stayed in a hotel there. Got some much needed rest that night, and then the next day hung out at Stan's place for a little while. We had some late lunch, afternoon, then some pizza again for dinner, and then he took me to New York, to Manhattan, because he
Yeah,
said,
we kind of ate a lot.
yeah,
I
we
mean, we
did.
brought a lot. I mean, I should say we sat in the restaurants a lot and brought home a lot of food because neither one of us eat a lot. But um, we went to Ellen Spumoni Gardens and we had some Sicilian pizza and some pastas and then we went.
Suzanne,
Oh,
Suzanne, you guys are
introduced us
not
to
chopped
fresh
liver.
mozzarella.
Yeah, I wish I had I had
Picture.
yeah, what? I had a picture? Hold on. All right. What are you asking me for a picture of?
Anything?
All right, let me see. So we had, okay, so tell them about the restaurant we had, and the Italian. That was really, really good food.
That was which one? The one in Atlantic City or the one in Brooklyn? The one
The
in
one in
Brooklyn
Brooklyn.
was Ellen Spumoni Gardens. It was 90 years old. They make the best Sicilian pizza in the world. They
Yeah.
actually put the cheese underneath the sauce instead of the sauce. It's a whole long story, but it's the best in the world. It really is. And we had some fried calamari and yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a nice picture.
Yeah, I'm
What
fixing
do you
to.
see it yet?
Nope, I'm doing appliance scene changes and going to it now. So here's another picture. This was all at the trade show. Because we had, uh, is that Lisa Pinkowitz? How do I say her last name?
No.
Oh,
Kimberly
oh,
Pinkowitz to my left.
Kimberly. Yeah, sorry, Kim.
Yep. Lisa
Um,
is on your right.
yep, yep.
Amy is next to Lisa's husband John at the end on the far left.
Oh, was she over there?
And
Oh,
Amy's
yeah, Amy with
husband
Trace of
slotting
Color.
down. Yep, Amy's husband right there. That's Trace of Color.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
My sister on the far right, Jody.
Yep. And then let me see.
Jody's just a sublimation lurker.
But she does it so
She went
well.
to the rhinestones.
She loved all the rhinestone stuff. She really did. Okay, so
Oh, she got a
uh,
picture of Times Square. You went to Times Square.
I did, but I can't find it. Okay.
Oh, wait. I took Amy to a sunset.
Oh, that's sideways. I did, but I don't know where it is. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see. Details. Wait. Oh, there it is. Is this it? Is that the time lapse?
Sunset? Oh, maybe, sure.
Let's see. Apply. Oh, it is. So here we go.
Sunsets are my hobby.
There we go. So there's my time lapse of the sunset on Coney Island. Let me do it again. How do I hit play? All right. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. There you go. It was beautiful. It really was, and it was gorgeous sunset. I love the time lapse feature on the
I think the
iPhone
best
setting.
time lapse picture that you took was the parachute jump. That was
Yeah,
impressive.
it's sideways, so I gotta flip it. So I can't put it. I wasn't expecting to add those to the show tonight. It's sideways. So remember what I taught you about the long way sideways type thing. So all right, everybody, this has been one of our longer shows. I don't know how we managed to do it, but we did with the help of Kevin Lumberg from Johnson's Plastics. For those of you that joined us late, remember you can go back on and catch it and rewatch it on our YouTube channel, www.sevenmore.com takes you directly to our YouTube channel, or you can rewatch it back in the Facebook group Seven More. just click on the videos tab and you'll find all of our videos there that we do each week with our, whether it's our BSPS session or the Pressing Times Live webcast, weekly webcast session. So, all right, Stan. So I got food waiting on me. I'm hungry.
It's pizza and it's not delivery.
Oh, he cooked pizza in the oven.
And it's
Wait a
not
minute, wait a minute.
delivery.
It's not delivery.
So what is it?
No, he pulled it out of a box.
It's not delivery.